All right, we made it, baby. Off-season time. Let's get into it. All right, man, and I'm feeling pretty good. My Lakers actually did win the play-in in real life. Let's go. So fulfilling the prophecy of this series, being the first team in the play-in to make it to the finals and hopefully win it all. We'll see. Now, just before we go any further, I want to remind you guys, please leave a like or a comment on this video if you don't want to leave a like. Usually wait until the end to say it, but hopefully if I say it up front, maybe I can get a couple more. I'd really appreciate that, and it only takes a second. And again, if you don't want to leave a like, just drop a comment and we can have a chat. I'd enjoy that as well. So I put out a poll and the consensus was to go after Kyrie. I am interested in doing that as well myself. Sucks D'Lo wasn't very good for us real life in the play, and he was better in the game obviously, but I do want to change things up anyway. And we do also have the 30th overall pick. So in that range, we can invite some guys to the workouts for us. I think I would like to keep this pick and draft this player. That said, we can always throw them into a trade afterwards if we want to do that. But I think it would be good to have sort of a little bit more younger talent, especially if we're going to be going after Kyrie. So we can see sort of some of these guys' statistics. So Mojave King has a 41-inch vertical, so does Jordan Walsh. I don't normally look at this, so this is pretty cool to see. Looks like we've fully scouted them. They're around a 70. At the 30th overall pick, I'll definitely take that. Three-point shooter and Jordan Walsh isn't too bad. That's something I'd be interested in. So college three, he was 17 of 25, both standing and moving. And 17 on standing NBA threes, 13 from moving. So he could be just a good spot-up shooter for LeBron and AD. Obviously, the rest of this doesn't tell me too much. I mean, most of these guys, low 3-second range for Ryan Rupert. That's pretty cool. 10 seconds in the agility lane. 40-inch vertical. Everyone just has 40-inch vertical, except Derek Lively, but he's 7 feet tall, so I can forgive that. But anyway, let's just get into the draft and see who falls to us. All right, so up first, the Charlotte Hornets get Victor in our universe, which is awesome for them. I love that for LaMelo. Pick number 2 is Scoot Henderson to Indiana. Interesting fit there with Tyrese, but I'm sure they can make it work. Two great players. Brandon Miller, 3rd to the Rockets. I don't hate that either. Nick Smith goes next to the Spurs. I'm not going to watch all of this, but we will just maybe watch the first 5 picks, and Cam Whitmore goes to the Wizards. Not a bad selection there either. All right, so we're here at 30. Let's see who is still available. Anthony Black. This is the guy I wanted, I think. I mean, Julian Phillips is still there, so is Caleb Love. I have also had a look at Caleb Love. We might need a new 2-guard to replace Reeves if we can't afford him bringing in, who is the guy, obviously, we want to go after, make a splash with. Rocco, we still have Vando and Rui, so I don't know if 100% we would need another power forward. Derek Lively, even Amari Bailey, but I think it's a little bit high to take him at 30. He's a 69 overall, nice. But I think I do like Anthony Black's upside more than everyone else that's available here. So he can play point guard, small forward. I'm sure we could slide him over to shooting guard as well, sort of like a Dyson Daniels thing. He can be a good defender for us and hopefully develop well. So I'm going to take him at the 30th pick, and I think that's a steal. Now we do also have a second here that's relatively early on. We'll see if anyone's still here. Jordan Walsh. I think that's going to be the pick there, to be honest. Although Rocco is still there, and so is Amari Bailey. And I guess Rocco can play either forward spot. So we might just be able to have him as you can see, 3-point shooting, perimeter defense. So he might be just a good plug and play guy. Plus he was projected to go in the first round. So I'll take that. I think that's a W of a draft for us, man. I really do. So you can see outside of the top 5, it went to Saw Thompson to Detroit. Just going to scroll through these. If you see anyone that you like or you see your team, feel free to stop. Chris Murray there to the Pels. Ryan Rupert went to the Nets. Mojave King. Amani Bates went to the Hawks at 22. That's interesting. And you can see our guy is a 73 overall. I love that. All right, so he's a 73. Rocco is a 69. Nice. So I guess we probably should have taken Jordan Walsh over him. That's just not good in the scouting department. That's why he fell, I suppose. That's okay. He has an 88 3-point shot, which is nice. And what is your perimeter defense? 83. So I think he should be able to play the 3 for us. His interior is actually not great. So we might drop him down to a small forward. Then we can have a lineup with him off the bench and then maybe throw Rui in there as well, or Vando if we want to. No, I just want to see 78 3-point shot there, 72 pass accuracy, 92 ball handle, 89 speed with ball. Pass vision is elite. Perimeter defense is pretty good. So I think Anthony Black is just going to be an all-around good player for us. You can see he's got a couple defensive badges. He's got Dimer, which is nice. So that is a hell of a draft for us, if I do say so myself. Now, these are important. I have no interest in bringing back Scottie Pippen Jr., unfortunately, even though the name is cool. Cole Swider, I personally think we probably should have kept Matt Ryan over him. But what do I know? Neither of them really played. Devon Reed, no interest in bringing you back. And neither of these guys will be back on that contract. I will try to re-sign Mo if I'm able to for a cheaper deal though. Qualifying offers, we can definitely hand both of those out. And I saw 2K finally gave my man Reeves some love. He's up to an 81 in the real thing, which is nice. So here is my guy, 31 years old. The Mavericks did offer him a full-time contract. I can't even offer him that. Probably have to renounce the rights on some guys. So let me see if I can make something happen. All right, so unfortunately, the way salary cap works in 2K, I wasn't able to sign Kyrie even once I renounced the rights on everybody. So I still will try to trade for him. He went to the Magic. We can call it a sign and trade, I suppose, or something. It doesn't have to be too realistic at this point. We already won the championship. So we've got D'Lo, Anthony Black, Beasley, Christie, LeBron, Vando, Rui, Rocco, Anthony Davis, and Mo Bamba. Looks pretty good to me. I can't afford Austin Reeves either, which sucks a little bit. But on the plus side, he doesn't have any real offers. So hopefully, there we go. It's letting me give him a little bit more money now. I mean, would he accept this? He says no, but on the last day of free agency, he might accept that because he doesn't have any other offers, which in real life, he probably is going to get a bigger bag than that. But hopefully we can re-sign him. And then once we do that, I'm pretty sure next time we have to re-sign him again, we'll be able to bring him back on as big of a deal as we want, essentially. So I'm going to go ahead, give him that. He still says no. What about for 1 year? He says no. And what about 1 year? I can't give you a no trade clause. So please, Austin, just accept that. That's at an 84. He says no, but we get him back on the QO anyway, so that's all right, I suppose. LeBron goes down 2. The others stay the same. Austin Reeves goes up 2. Rui goes down 1. I think Austin deserves to have his potential upped a little bit. So I think I will actually go ahead and do that. I'll just do it the quick way. Not by a lot. So he's already at an 80. I might go to an 84. I think is reasonable because I don't think he's ever going to be an 85 overall type of player. So Kyrie's on the Magic. They're still a rebuilding team, so I'm sure they wouldn't mind the younger player in D'Angelo Russell, and then we can also obviously throw in some extra pieces to get them enticed. I would probably be willing to give them Rocco. They're still going to say no. Give you this second round pick from the Grizzlies. Right, so unfortunately, I could not pick up Kyrie, which is annoying. It wouldn't let me offer him as much as I normally would be able to. But I do like our roster. Outside of the bottom of the bench, I mean, up to 9's okay. We're going to play Max Christie some minutes, which does actually hurt us a little bit. But it's all good. So I will send Rocco to the South Bay Lakers. And then I'm going to go ahead and have LeBron mentor Anthony Black. I low-key think that is perfect for him. Let's go to player mentorship and Anthony Black, LeBron James. So we probably want to give him some playmaking badges as well as some finishing badges. We can upgrade his dimer. That sounds good. We can give him clamps. Then fearless finisher. Why not? Sounds good to me. The only other thing I'm going to do is make his secondary position a shooting guard. So I guess that's it. A little bit of a disappointing offseason. Not what I wanted to do. We re-signed everyone instead of going after Kyrie. We brought in Anthony Black, which is an awesome pickup. And we have Rocco there in the G League. But I do like this roster. I mean, it's certainly heavier in the starting 5. I mean, the bench is pretty good for the first 3 positions. Anthony Black's going to be a rookie, but that's all good. Max Christie's going to get some more burn. So we'll see how we start the season. I'm definitely not opposed to making a trade towards the deadline, depending on how much we're struggling. We're 5th in the power rankings. The Clippers are 1st. Did they add anybody? They just added Andre Drummond by the look of it. And I don't think I'll play many games this season, maybe 1 per calendar month or something like that. I'm just going to see if anyone major switch teams. We know Kyrie did. So the first game we play, we might honestly look for the Magic. And it looks like that is going to be the case. So no one really switched teams except for Kyrie. What a surprise. We play them on January 1st. I say maybe we can simulate up to there. Let's see. This first game against the Kings, we blow them out. Anthony Davis with 25, 9, and 5. LeBron James with 23, 10, and 15. Austin Reeves in his first game of the season, 19 points on very good efficiency. D'Lo, we brought you back 14 and 6. I did overpay for him, I'm not going to lie, because I was trying to match him with Kyrie's contract. So he's on about 35 going up to 40, which is pretty scary if we can't make something happen. Vando, 12 points, 50% shooting. Malik Beasley, we brought back 50 from 3. 11 and 6 from Mo with 2 blocks, 50% shooting. That's great. Anthony Black, in your first game, how did you do? 7 points, 5 assists. 3 for 7 shooting, 2 turnovers, not bad. Max Christie in his first game, 7 and 3. He didn't miss a shot. Rui, 5, 6, and 2, did a little bit of everything. You love to see that. We win game 2 as well. That is against the Denver Nuggets. LeBron 25, 24, 17. I got to keep an eye on Anthony Black. So 7, 1, and 3. His shot tendency isn't very high. I might just have a look at that because I do want him to not necessarily be a primary scorer, but I do want him to sort of have that ability. So 80 for D'Lo's fine. 70 for Vando, 70 for Reeves. We can up Reeves' touches though, because he can handle the rock. 70 for Rui is fine. We can lower his touches a little bit. Malik can go up there. And then, yeah, we want Anthony Black probably at a 75 and an 80 since he's coming off the bench. Max Christie can also get a few more shot attempts. Cool. Can we make it 3 in a row to start the season? We can. A much better start than last season, dude. Let's get it. 32 for D'Lo, so maybe he's actually worth that contract. 26, 15, and 9. LeBron's been a monster. 16 for AD. 3 for Anthony after I upped his shot tendency, which is a little rough, but he's a rookie. He's going to have growing pains. Max Christie, yikes. Only took 3 shots and missed them all. Against the Warriors, looks like they pretty much have their same team, but I don't see Draymond. So did he leave or is he coming off the bench? Looks like Clay's off the bench. And okay, I lied. So it looks like Draymond has changed teams. I did not see where he went. We can have a look in a second, but they do hand us our first L. Where Curry has 43, that makes sense. D'Lo with 21. Let's just have a quick look at this. So Draymond is actually on the Pacers. Nothing too major there. Can we beat the Heat? We don't. So now we're down to 3 and 2. Our chemistry's at a 59%. Bam gives us a 40 piece. Warriors are currently 4 and 0. Simulated back-to-back. They want to do Ben Simmons for D'Lo. That will not be the trade. I put D'Lo in. We win that game. No thanks. And we win that game. Rui tears his right ACL. He's out for the entire season. Okay. That is a major injury in the second week of the season. So, I mean, I would try to sign Jonathan Isaac. He's saying no, but that's really close to where he wants it. Probably wait a few more days to see if I can sign John Isaac as a replacement there. This was the magic. I wasn't even paying attention, dude. So we went up against them. We beat Kyrie. He had 25 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. So we might be able to make a trade with them at the deadline, assuming they're not very good. They are currently 2 and 4. We do beat the Pacers as well, who are starting Draymond. So they have him. And then they also got Scoot Henderson. So they're starting him at the shooting guard spot, which is interesting. Beat the Heat as well. Tyler Hero has 20. AD a 20-20 game. 17 there. Where is Anthony Black? 5 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Do a little bit of everything. I like that a lot. Lauri Markkanen for D'Angelo Russell. And then you'd probably start Anthony Black or LeBron at the point guard position. They only want a second round pick. That's interesting. I'm going to say no for now, but that might be something we come back to. Obviously, I might shop D'Lo around, but if we're this good, I don't really see a reason to, other than just making a change so it's not exactly the same team. And then Anthony Black's out. He's torn his right tricep. So I think because the bottom of our bench is so gross, we're going to have to run a 9-man. And I'm just going to have to keep trying to sign Jonathan Isaac. I just think he would fit us the best. Hopefully his price goes down soon. We beat the Suns as well. We're currently 9 and 2. Let's see if we can beat the Bucks. Do they have Giannis? They still have Giannis. They still have Drew. They have Middleton. They pretty much have their real team. So we might actually play this game. And then we can simulate up until January the 2nd. And actually, instead of waiting for the other Magic, I'm going to go ahead and sign Gary Harris on a 1-year deal, just so we can slide him into our bench so it's not as empty. And that's going to put him as our 8th man, which is good. I've just realized we have a ton of small wings, shooting guard, small forwards. So I'll probably have to change some positions around there. I probably should have looked at that, but it's all good. So I guess Max Christie is going to be our full-time backup small forward. And it's just hit me that we pretty much only have bucket getters and Mo Bamba off the bench. So we need Anthony Black to come back soon. He was averaging 8.8 assists per 36. His splits are awful. But that's okay for now because he is a rookie guard and we're still playing well. Currently the 1 seed 9 and 2. And then over in the East, the Hawks, yeah, they're 12 and 0. You know how good they are with that new coach in the sim. They're just going to keep getting better. But I think we will actually leave it here now that I think about it, because I am already going into about 30 minutes and I would like to just keep this pretty much as an off-season episode. It does suck that we weren't able to get Kyrie. We pretty much just brought back our roster with a couple of additions. We brought in Anthony Black, we brought in Rocco, and then we just signed Gary Harris. But I do think if we find we're falling behind by the trade deadline, we can definitely go ahead and make a move. If it's not for a star like Kyrie, that might come in the offseason if we have a disappointing playoff run. If it's not that, it might just be something small like moving Gary Harris for a different position, or moving Max Christie and maybe Rocco for an upgrade at the bench spot, because our bench is pretty thin, especially once you get to about the 7th man. That's going to be it for today's episode. A bit of a shorter one. Unfortunately, like I said, we couldn't get Kyrie, but it's not the end of the road yet. It's not the end of the world. We're still going to try to make a move by the deadline, whether it's for him, a different star, or just a smaller bench piece. So we will change it up a little bit. In the next game, we'll play against the Bucks. I was planning to do the Magic, but obviously I've just gone past it and totally forgotten. So we will play the Bucks because I'm keen to play Giannis. We didn't play them in the first season, I don't think. And then after that, we will play this game against the Magic on January 2nd. And then after that, that might honestly take us to the trade deadline. We might play one more game in between there. We can definitely have a think about it. So if you guys see anyone you want me to play, let me know. We know Draymond's gone to the Pacers. The Hawks are always really good, so maybe we play them, sort of have like a little bit of a rematch. But in any case, I hope you guys did enjoy. Like I said, a bit of a shorter one, and we'll pick it up in the next episode against the Bucks. So if you guys did enjoy, remember to leave a like. If you don't want to leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.